Welcome back everyone to Metroid Fusion. This is part 2, where now we have gotten ourselves a hand on the Morph Ball and the missile, so kind of a good start so far, and now we're going off to Sector 1. Let's see what our buddy, the computer Adam, has to say. Okay, breeding site for X, blah blah blah, Sector 1, yeah. I really do like the sound direction in this one. I believe Kenji Yamamoto, the guy who wrote Magmore Caverns, you know, the great musical piece in Metroid Prime 1. Also, I think he did sound direction in this game. He didn't really write as many of the pieces, or any of the pieces to my knowledge, but he did the sound directing, and let me just say, the sound directing is great. I mean, even if you aren't really scared, you kind of feel kind of scared when you get to these parts. And also, like, kind of just unloading a missile into an enemy's face is just really satisfying in this game, which it wasn't quite as satisfying in the past ones, so, yeah. Say what? So, everyone say hello to the SAX, the Samus copy, who is an X-Parasite, which I just spoiled because, yeah, I'm assuming pretty much everyone knows Fusion. So, yeah. In Fusion, when it comes to sequence breaking, which is definitely a very important part of kind of every Metroid game, there is not really as much sequence breaking. There are a few different techniques, just like basic wall jump and stuff, but most of Fusion, not too much sequence breaking, just kind of speed runnings based on what route you choose, mostly. Kind of like in Prime 3 and Other RAM. So, yeah. Okay, so, unknown agent at work, yeah, not human, got it. Okay. And, yeah. So, 5 different stabilizers, and so, yeah. Not too bad. If you want to save, you can save here if you're already dying in this section, which I generally recommend saving a lot of places in Fusion, because there's a good chance you will actually die. And the reason I'm going to say that is because Fusion is hard. Now, maybe I'm slightly over-exaggerating the difficulty of it, because I find it not to be too bad. But I've played Fusion probably more than almost any other Metroid game, which I guess tells you that I actually like Fusion. So yeah, Fusion is definitely a Metroid game I enjoy. And so yeah, there are a bunch of different routes you can take, mostly, but that's mostly just taking them. And you should not shoot those enemies like I did, and continue to do for some reason. Also, that's a shoot block since we don't have the bombs yet. So yeah, you'll notice that a lot of enemies will turn into other enemies because of that, because of their X-Parasite kind of stuff. Okay, these guys are not my favorite, and I took way too much damage. But we got ourselves a hand on that first energy attack. These guys can be taken down with their skills, so they're not too bad. Yeah, no real challenge there. I have not grabbed a missile expansion. I will grab in a minute here, but these guys are missiles only, so yeah. Okay, well, I'm not taking the best route. Sector 1's really getting me at this point. But you'll notice how quickly I just took damage, so Fusion is hard. I say that again because Fusion is hard. But still good. It's good, like kind of like Castlevania in some ways. Though on the other hand, I'm not as much of Castlevania. Also because of being a little much. But yeah, my commentary is not really great at the moment, so hopefully it'll improve in a minute. And yeah, a lot of also what happens, there is kind of a component like there is in every Metroid game of randomness. Yeah, so there's definitely a component of randomness in kind of every Metroid game. Fusion takes that side with a few different things, kind of in terms of the kind of enemies you'll get item drops. Not really in terms of enemies, but there are a few random parts of the game that are a little annoying. Also, know that it is annoying just because enemies deal so much damage. So yeah, Fusion is not for the easy goers, I'd say. But 100%ing it, not too painful. The painful part is actually pickup. Now, most Metroid games, pickup is not as painful as it is in Fusion, but Fusion is pretty painful to have to go and collect all the pickups. And at the end of the day, it's probably not worth it. But definitely something I'm fine with. Also, these guys can drop different parasites depending on the randomness factor. If you're lucky, you can get a drop of a few different, like, you could get a red parasite which replenishes everything. But those are very rare. And I mean very rare. Okay, so you decided to jump into this X and So, some Zambesians, space pirates, whatever, they're basically the same thing. And, yeah. So, we've mostly cleared out Sector 1. We've gotten 3 or so of the different things. Yeah. And you can fall in the water here. I just say don't do it, mainly because like, you jump out here. But you can make this jump if you don't get it initially, so it's not too hard. Be a while before you get the grappling suit too. But I'd recommend grabbing save here just in case you want to. No, I'm just gonna do it anyway. So now we're gonna get ourselves the charge beam. And you'll notice that Fusion goes a lot faster than the Prime games generally do. And I mean, of course, Zero Mission's gonna go even faster than that. Super Metroid may be a little slower. Now, to avoid this guy if he's going to shoot at us, which he's not, that was a lucky pattern because 3 in a row easy on the missiles. Definitely makes all the difference. So here's our first core X who has a like a challenging part to him where he has an eye. And the eye is can only be hit and he's hurt by a missile. He also shoots a charge. So whenever you encounter one with an eye, it means he is a my missile is just not working for a second. So, anyway, the eye makes you just shoot a missile into a specific eye, and it means that you're getting a big eye. And whenever you shoot the eye, it'll just shoot you. So, there are some good strategies to deal with that. I didn't really use one, but the first battle is pretty easy. So, we now have the charge beam, which definitely will make a difference. Because the charge beam, I think, does some more damage than missiles, I'm not sure. Charge beam's pretty useful in pretty much every Metroid game, I believe, besides Zero Mission. Because in Zero Mission, charge beam's pretty intimidating. But if you don't have this beam right this segment, then take your time. And you can use the pseudo-screw attack. So the reason it's the pseudo-screw attack and fake screw attack is because, obviously, not the screw attack, it's just a mini kind of one. And there we go, so, yeah. And so we only have about 2 more atmospheric stabilizers to take out. And, yeah, most of this game will definitely be part of the 4PX's kind of schemes. And see that they also kind of have some thinking abilities. But, yeah. If you use a charge beam, it takes them down, I believe, in seconds, which is why most just screw attack on them. Actually, the missiles are 2, and this one's 3, so yeah. I hate not having bombs. Though the bombs aren't really fast. But yeah. So we're also going to show off the wall jump here, I believe, in a second. Well, I'm going to do that, so yeah. Right here, you can give a shot at your first wall jumping experience. And also, yeah. So, you'll notice that you can only wall jump, like you can't shift your momentum back. So, that's kind of annoying. Yeah. Overjumped it a little there, but, yeah. Another missile expansion, which is never unwelcome. In Fusion, you'll definitely need some of the missiles. Not sure exactly how many you'll need, but once you get, like, super missiles, you kind of don't really need that many at that point. But why not collect them if you can, right? And you can also get this one earlier if you choose to. Just kind of a choice, I guess. Yeah, a lot of these guys fade away pretty quickly as enemies, which I am glad about. gotten all the stabilizers, so they're no longer producing X's that way. But at the same time, they already got a bunch of them out there, so they reproduce in other ways, just asexually, so there'll be a lot of X's to do. But we're up to the challenge. Or maybe we are. Yeah. But the game definitely does get more interesting as it moves along. We'll hear more about kind of how the X work. I mean, some people still don't like the fact that, still got rid of the whole non-linearity part that made Metroid awesome and all. Fusion still is the That's why I like it. And yeah, so you can recharge here. I'm just going to because I don't care about the time at all. And yeah, why don't I just listen to what Adam has to say and we'll move on to the next level. Atmospheric stabilizers online, but they've already entered many other sectors. Okay, they've gone to many other sectors and entered Sector 2, and so we're now going to Sector 2, which is a jungle environment. It's not too much different from here, except it's more like jungle-like, I guess. You would expect it to be more jungle-like, I'd say, than this previous area, because it wasn't really that jungle-like. So we also get some of Samus's thoughts from here to there. This one's kind of interesting. We get to catch up a bit on her past and kind of past experiences, and also hear more about the computer. And so in this case, decided to name it after her, previous CEO, who, as we know from other games, died and such. So I don't know. It's kind of a little bit of an interesting part of it. But at the same time, you do have to deal with a lot more dialogue boxes. But because I'm not really having much to talk about mechanic-wise, because the game's a little simple, I'm thinking that's why I'm running out of stuff to talk about. But we'll see. So here you go. We now learn the saboteur of our saboteur. So it's the SAX. So the SAX. Question: is it Samus? Is it not Samus? I kind of think it has the thought process kind of Samus. Personally, that's just kind of what I think. It is not really this cold, calculating thing. It's more Samus trying to understand what's going on, but also trying to help the X out. So that's my take on it. We're gonna meet the SAX not too long from here, but we also have to deal with now having to deal with security doors. So next time we're gonna hit a security door and see how that goes. Also, notice that the charge beam gives you a slight increase in your beam size. So just know that. And I'll see you guys next time with part 3. So enjoy and goodbye.